Welcome to our electrical engineering YouTube channel. In this video, we will see a problem on Thevenin's theorem. To get these notes, you can visit this website link electrical-engineering.app and there you can download our app. Question: determine the current through 1.5 ohm in the network using Thevenin's theorem. Now here for this circuit or network, we have to determine the current through this 1.5 ohm resistance. Solution: first of all, we will take this circuit. Now here we can see we have to determine the current through this 1.5 ohm resistor. That means this will be our load resistor RL. Now step number 1 is to find RTH. Now to find RTH, what we have to do? We have to remove RL and turn off all independent sources. Now here, let's remove this RL. Now if we remove this RL, this will be our RTH. So this will be RTH. Let's say this is terminal A and this is terminal B. Now we have to turn off all the independent sources. So here, this is a voltage source, this is also a voltage source. So these two will be replaced by short circuit, because when we turn off a voltage source, that time we have to replace it by short circuit, and when we turn off current source, that time we have to replace it by open circuit. Now here we can clearly see this 5 ohm is in parallel with this 7.5 ohm. Here we can clearly see this 5 ohm is in parallel with this 7.5 ohm. So here we can solve this. 5 ohm parallel with 7.5 ohm. So this will be 5 into 7.5 divided by 5 plus 7.5. So this will be 5 into 7.5 divided by 5 plus 7.5. 5 into 7.5 divided by 5 plus 7.5, this is equal to 3. So this will be equal to 3 ohm simply. Now again, let's copy this circuit from here. And we can replace this resistor here we can replace these two by a simply 3 ohm. So one terminal here and one terminal here. So this will be our, it will be like this. We can simply erase this 5 ohm. Let's erase this 5 ohm because this 5 ohm is connected like this. This 5 ohm is connected like this. Here this 7.5 ohm and this 5 ohm is like this. So we can erase this 5 ohm and this 7.5 ohm. Now there will be only one resistor of 3 ohm. So it is simply 3 ohm. Now here we can clearly see this 6 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in series and they are connected in parallel with this 3 ohm. So here we can write RTH is equal to 3 ohm parallel with this 9 ohm. So it will be 3 into 9 divided by 3 plus 9. So if we solve this, it will be 3 into 9 divided by 3 plus 9. It is 2.25 ohm is the value of RTH. So RTH is equal to 2.25 ohm. Now next step is to find the value of VTH. So step number 2, to find VTH. Now to find VTH, again we have to remove RL and find VOC. VOC is the open circuit voltage. Now again, let's copy this circuit from this question. Now let's remove this RL. Now if we remove this RL, this will be our open circuit voltage or VTH. So this is positive and this is negative. Now here we have to find this VTH. So to find this VTH, we need to apply KVL to this loop. But before that, we need to find the current through this 6 ohm and the current through this 5 ohm. So let's find the current through this 6 ohm. Now let's say here is the 30 volt voltage source. Now here this 6 volt voltage source will be ignored because this is a 6 volt voltage source. It can be ignored because it is open circuited. So we need to simply focus on this 30 volt voltage source. Now let's say this current is current I. Now let's say it getting distributed between this branch and this branch. So let's say this current is current I1. Now it will go like this and then it will come back to this point. So here again this current will be same. This will be again I because this is the entering current, then it will go through these branches, then again it will come to this point, this only single resistor, so the current will be same here and then again go back to this negative terminal. So now if we found the value of this I, we can find the value of this current, the current through 5 ohm. Now just we need to simply find the value of this I1. So here we have to find the value of this current I1. So here we can use current division rule. So before that we need to find the value of main current I. So current I will be equal to simply voltage divided by resistance. Now here the value of voltage is 30 volt divided by total resistance. Now here total resistance will be, now here we can clearly see this 3 ohm is in series with this 6 ohm. So these two are connected in series. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Now 9 ohm is parallel with this 7.5 ohm. So 9 ohm parallel with 7.5 ohm. We can directly write 9 into 7.5 divided by 9 plus 7.5. Now next they are connected in series with 5 ohm. So it will be plus 5. It is equal to 30 divided by 9 into 7.5. 9 into 7.5 divided by 9 plus 7.5. 9 into 7.5 divided by 9 plus 7.5 plus 5. So it is equal to 3.3 ampere is the value of this current I. That means we found the value of this current, the current through this 5 ohm. Now we need to simply find the value of this I1 because the current I1 will flow through this 6 ohm also because they are connected in series. So let's find the value of I1. So by using current division rule, I1 is equal to, I1 will be equal to this main current which is I multiplied with opposite branch or parallel branch resistance, and that is 7.5 ohm because this 7.5 ohm is connected in parallel with this 6 ohm. So here we can write 7.5 divided by same 7.5, then plus, we have to add these two, 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3. Now this will be equal to, now let's put the value of this current I here, and that is 3.3 ampere. So 3.3 multiplied with 7.5, 7.5 divided by 7.5 plus 6 plus 3. So I1 is equal to 3.3 multiplied with 7.5 divided by 7.5 plus 6 plus 3. Now this is equal to 1.5 ampere. Now we also found the value of the current through this 6 ohm, that is I1. Now let's apply the KVL to loop number 1. Let's say this is loop number 1. So apply KVL to loop number 1. Now according to the direction of this current we are assuming, let's say this will be positive here, this will be negative, and this will be positive, this will be negative. So let's start from here. So it will be minus VTH minus VTH, then plus 6I1 plus 6I1, then plus 5I plus 5I, then minus 6, yeah, it is correct, this is 6. So minus 6 is equal to 0 because the loop is completed. Here the loop is completed. So now we can put the value of I1 and I. So it will be minus VTH plus 6 into the value of I1 is 1.5. So 1.5 plus 5 into the value of current I is 3.3. 3.3 minus 6 is equal to 0. So now this will be minus VTH plus, if we solve this, it will be 6 into 1.5, 6 into 1.5 plus 5 into 3.3. 6 into 1.5 plus 5 into 3.3 minus 6. Minus 6 is equal to, this will be 19.5. 19.5 is equal to 0. So if we take this VTH minus VTH on right side, it will be plus VTH. So VTH is equal to 19.5 volt. Now we found the value for VTH, that is Thevenin's voltage. We can simply draw Thevenin equivalent circuit, and Thevenin equivalent circuit is like this. This is our VTH. Then this will be our RTH, that is Thevenin's resistance, RTH. And this is our load resistor RL. This is our load resistor RL. The value of load resistor RL is 1.5 ohm. So it is 1.5 ohm. Now the value of VTH is 19.5 volt. And the value for RTH, the value of RTH is 2.25 ohm. 2.25 ohm. Now we can easily find the value of this current IL. This will be our load current IL. So IL, load current, is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. The value of VTH is 19.5 divided by RTH value is 2.25, then plus RL value is 1.5. So it will be simply 19.5 divided by 2.25 plus 1.5. 19.5 divided by 2.25 plus 1.5 is equal to 5.2 ampere. That means the current through this 1.5 ohm resistor is 5.2 ampere. So this is how we can find the value of current by using Thevenin's theorem. And this is what we have to determine the current through 1.5 ohm in the network using Thevenin's theorem. For electrical and electronics engineering related educational content, you can visit this website link electrical-engineering.app. There you will find notes, MCQs and much more. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.